From 1971, in the heyday of quadraphonic equipment, here is the Sanyo Decoder for DCA1500X decoder amplifier. This is 60 watts RMS and it cost $300 back in the day, and it basically decodes just the rear channel. So it's not a complete 4-channel decoder all by itself. It has a power button, a power light that comes on the right. You can switch between matrix and discrete, and then you have your your normal amplifier controls, tone, balance, volume. You can switch between 4-channel and 2-channel, and effects, hall, and surround. So, I don't claim to know much at all about quadraphonic things. I've never had any quadraphonic equipment, and this is kind of confusing to me. I saw this at an estate sale for $10 and I just bought it. It took me quite a bit of experimenting to find out what it could do, and since I have no quadraphonic equipment to hook it up to, today's demonstration is going to be very limited, but still got a couple interesting things you might like. Let's turn around and look at the back. In the back we have our manufacturing information, a serial number and a run number. We have our line inputs, line outputs right and left. We have our main inputs, and that's where we're going to start today. We're going to put an audio source on the main inputs. And then we have one set of speakers. So this is not going to output to 4 speakers. For that, I believe you would need to output this from the line output back into your quad system, because this will only process the rear speakers, I think. Nothing else except the power cord. And the base is just some ventilation slots and warning to not go inside. And 4 screws. I'm feeling like taking a risk. Let's open it up and see what's in there. Here's a look inside. Pretty easy to get it out of the cabinet. The base screws just unscrew and you pull it right out of the front. How good a soldering job did they do? Good opportunity to clean the pots. To help today, we've got a pair of unbranded speakers. They might be Panasonic. And we also are going to use the audio from an old Panasonic boombox. Alright, let's power it on. We have the boombox plugged into the main inputs on the back. Get nothing turning the volume. So let's switch this from matrix to discrete. And we're on 4-channel, we're on 4-channel, but if we switch to 2-channel, it goes away. So this is one way I could use this amplifier as a normal stereo amplifier, by setting this to 4-channel, this to discrete, and running with it. Because if we put that back on matrix, it goes away again. Hall and surround have no effect in this mode. But it really blasts things out. I don't really understand all the encoding procedures. There were a lot of different ones, but I do know that if I really wanted to demonstrate this properly, I would need a quad system so that it could process the signals back from this into it and spit out to the other main speakers. Let's plug the audio into the line inputs and experiment with that. Alright, we've now got the audio inputs plugged into the line input. But we have nothing when we turn the volume on. But when we go to 2-channel to 4-channel, you'll notice the audio sounds really distorted. But really it's just that the vocals have been moved. They're probably going into the front channel if we had this connected to the line outs. I'm going to turn the volume of the boombox up so you can hear what's actually there. Down. Notice the vocals are really gone. Playing with the boombox again. So that's 4-channel. You can go from hall to surround. That puts your rear speakers in really good play. Matrix and discrete cuts everything off. So it's an interesting effect you can get using a quad encoder, or excuse me, a quad decoder on a stereo system. Well, that's the Sanyo DCA1500X decoder and amplifier from 1971. And I'm not sure I used this right, and don't take the things I said about the connections on the back with the line output and how you get the front channel as authoritative, because I'm the last person to know what the proper connections are. I might be wrong when I said those things. I just know how I got it to work with my little stereo system today. If I ever get any quadraphonic equipment, maybe I can try this again. Maybe more in the way it should have been used originally. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and thanks for watching.